What's up, my peeps? I'm here with yet again another prediction game video. This time it's for the United States Championship, The Miz versus Antonio Cesaro. It's going to be on the Royal Rumble pre-show. It's one of 4 championship matches you're going to see this Sunday at the Royal Rumble. You got Antonio Cesaro as the champion. This match was announced, I don't know, like a day or 2 ago. I find that it's no surprise though that they, booked this matchup or made this matchup. It just seemed like, The Miz and Antonio Cesaro were going to face off at some point, whether it be the Royal Rumble or, on an episode of Raw or something like that. Despite all the interaction they've had with The Miz on commentary during Antonio Cesaro's matches, and, Antonio Cesaro on commentary during The Miz's matches, them attacking each other and stuff like that, despite that, they didn't have a match for a while. Now they're finally having a match, though it's at the pre-show of the Royal Rumble, which makes sense though when you think about it, because it is the Royal Rumble, and the Royal Rumble matchup itself takes about an hour or so, so depending on the other matches, how long they're gonna last, like the World Title match, WWE Title match, and Tag Team Title match, who knows if they're gonna have enough time for another matchup. So it makes sense putting this on the pre-show where it's, half an hour before the main show. So whatever time this match takes up, it doesn't take any amount from the actual Royal Rumble match or the show itself for the 3-hour period, for the pay-per-view. But if the Rumble this year happens to be like, a little less than the usual time, then I could see them putting another match on the card. I mean, last year at the Rumble, they didn't have a pre-show, I believe. Yeah, they didn't have a pre-show. And they had 5 matches on the card, so one of them was unannounced. So yeah, I could see another match being added. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. In here, I want to talk about Antonio Cesaro and The Miz, and pretty much detail why I think Antonio Cesaro is walking out of the Rumble as champion, still the champion. The guy's been champion now since SummerSlam, so SummerSlam's in August. And that means he's been champion for about 5 months, a little over 5 months, actually closing in on 6 months, depending on, if he succeeds at defending the title this Sunday, which I think he will. I mean, the thing is, I said this in the official prediction game video, it's a pre-show match. The chance of Antonio Cesaro and The Miz, a title change happening between Antonio Cesaro and The Miz on the pre-show, I don't think it's very likely. If The Miz wins the United States Champion the United States Championship off Antonio Cesaro, then I think it's gonna happen, on a normal show, like, at the actual pay-per-view events, not on the pre-show, or maybe on an episode of Raw even. I just can't see it happening on the pre-show. And like I also said in the official prediction game video, yeah, Antonio Cesaro did win the United States Championship on a pre-show. Back then, he wasn't as much of a top guy as he is right now. Right now, you see him facing off against guys like Sheamus, Randy, Ryback, John Cena, all top guys, all main eventers. Back then, Antonio Cesaro was on SmackDown, facing guys like, Santino Marella in non-title matches, mostly low-carders to mid-carders. He didn't really face main event guys. So the guy's really improved in my opinion. Not in terms of the ring. I think Antonio Cesaro has always been good in the ring, but just the character, the Antonio Cesaro character. I'm enjoying Antonio Cesaro a lot more, and he's pulled off some impressive things. Lifting up Khali for the neutralizer, lifting up Bruce Clay for the neutralizer. I have no doubt that Antonio Cesaro is going to be in that world title picture at some point in 2013. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Not sure against who. Doesn't really matter, but I can see it happening. And when it comes to The Miz, well, The Miz, former WWE champion, main event WrestleMania with John Cena. And at the moment, although he isn't winning as many matches, I feel he's been losing a lot of matches. But recently you've had Ric Flair kind of, pass the torch in a way to The Miz, giving him the figure 4 finisher, telling him to use it, and now, ever since that Miz TV segment when Antonio Cesaro and The Miz and Ric Flair, he's been using the figure 4 as a finisher. over the skull crushing finale. I think he's still using that, but you know, he's finishing his opponents off with a figure 4 instead. And that's pretty huge, you know, to have Ric Flair kind of like pass the torch to you on TV, you know, letting you use his finisher and all that good stuff. So, you know, while The Miz, like I said, he isn't, his win-loss record right now isn't the best, but he's still, I'd say, considered top star. You know, I don't see, if he wins a title, I think he's gonna win it somewhere where there's more viewers watching, so I just can't see it happening on the pre-show. Which is why I could see either Antonio Cesaro just beating The Miz, you know, clean by pinfall, or maybe cheating, or the match ends in a disqualification or countout. Honestly, I think the disqualification and countout might be more likely, but I'm just gonna go with Antonio Cesaro beating The Miz 1, 2, 3 with the neutralizer. And then they could have another rematch. You could have it like a controversial finish where it's like, you know, Antonio Cesaro wins by luck or doing something behind the referee's back, and then he hits the neutralizer for the victory. So that way The Miz has a reason to get a rematch. I know he doesn't necessarily have to have a reason in the matchup itself. I mean, R-Truth, Antonio Cesaro beat him clean the first time around at Hell in a Cell, I believe, and then he still got a rematch the next pay-per-view. But seeing as how they're trying to put over The Miz again right now, or give him another push, I don't think, you know, I don't think he's just gonna beat The Miz clean. I think it's, like I said, it's gonna be something like disqualification, countouts, or something behind the referee's back, or luck. I mean, recently The Miz, like I said, not the best win-loss record, but, like, for example, look at the match against Dolph Ziggler. The Miz was about to win the match, but Dolph Ziggler, with the help of Big E and AJ, won the matchup, so he needed some distraction there to beat The Miz. And while Antonio Cesaro might not have a manager anymore, he might not have, you know, an AJ and Big E Langston, he can still, you know, pull off something. And The Miz, actually, I can see two guys right now that could beat Antonio Cesaro for that title. I can see The Miz being one of them, and the other one is Jack Swagger. So I'm saying it's either Jack Swagger who takes away that title, or The Miz. That's assuming, of course, you know, Jack Swagger does return soon at the Rumble maybe, or Elimination Chamber on an episode of Raw. If he doesn't return, then I'm gonna go with The Miz taking that title off Antonio Cesaro. Not at the Rumble, but soon enough. Maybe at a WrestleMania. Actually, here's the thing. Here's another reason why I think Antonio Cesaro is keeping the title here. Antonio Cesaro, I feel he needs the United States Championship more, so he could have something to do at WrestleMania. So he can have a reason to be on the WrestleMania card. He's, you know, the United States Champion, so he can have somebody challenge for that championship and take it off of him, or maybe not. But The Miz, I could see him having a match at WrestleMania. You know, non-title matchup. I could definitely see them putting him in some sort of feud with maybe Dolph Ziggler or somebody else, non-title matchup. But like I said, as far as Antonio Cesaro goes, I feel that he needs that US title more, especially now when it comes to, you know, WrestleMania time. I could definitely see him being the champion going in and defending the title against, you know, Maybe he defends the title against The Miz and Jack Swagger in a triple threat match, who knows. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Antonio Cesaro will go into WrestleMania as the champion. I don't see him losing it, honestly, before WrestleMania. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. My pick still stands, and I'm going to go with Antonio Cesaro winning this matchup. With that said, if you guys enjoyed the video, click that like button, and I'm out. See ya.